Beatrice in Milford.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hey, it's Kinsey Nicholas from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice or when I'm working out, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, smoke detectors, lighting, and ceiling fans, and more. They take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 and learn more at highelectric.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans, it's a story that rings true. We learn to endure the heat in silence. We apply what we learn to life, the bills, the job, the family, things we're expected to handle with ease. When life heats up around us, we just try to stay afloat. We let the water boil. Reaching out isn't easy, but you've never been interested in easy. You join because you are not afraid of hard work. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait until the water boils. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at friedmanlaw.com today.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Gus brought up an interesting topic during Song of the Day about 2000s dad rock. We're trying to find some bands because he said Three Doors Down reminds him of like dad rock from the 2000s. Okay, Pork Chop says Papa Roach. That's dad rock. Yeah. And that's good.
Yeah, that's divorced dad rock.
Yeah. Buck Cherry, also divorced dad rock.
That's divorced dad rock went to a younger model.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is On the Block with Strick and Bock. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! Get out of here.
And Bill Callahan Fan Club President, Jake Bockoven.
I love Billy C.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This is On the Block with Strick and Bock. Hold up.
This is On the Block, and I am one of your hosts, Jake Bockoven, and your other host, Eric Strickland, just launched a ball about 320 yards as he is taking some BP here. It is BP with DP at Haymarket Park. And Strick, of course, one-time draftee of the Florida Marlins out of high school, now taking some swings back at the plate. And so it's been fun so far. DP, Jordan Noelle, all taking swings. They all did pretty well, for what you can expect. And then right after that, some Saltdogs got up, took some BP, and immediately hit home runs. So we have seen some home runs, just not from any of our contestants today. But it has been kind of fun to see them going. I think Brant and Strick are probably still. Strick's running one out now. He thinks he got a hit. He's running out to first. And didn't quite get there. I think he's probably out. But in any case,
sad.
Him and Norton have both ran it out, tried to get to first base. Now another, I believe this is a Salt Dog. He looks young and in shape and hit a home run earlier, so I believe that's what's going on here. But he is up for BP. Now you can see the video on our Sartor Heyman Jewelers video stream on YouTube, Facebook. Like you said, I think Twitch might be up now.
Yeah,
as
Twitch
well,
is working now.
and Twitter. So, a lot of things going on here as we're excited to see how many more runs these guys will take at it. As DP for the update, too, did we get one or a few of them now out of the infield?
There we go. He just had to warm up. That's all.
Yeah, I've noticed Strick looked better in his second take as well. The man at the plate, I think, just hit another home run.
So everybody's giving you crap now because you said 320 yards. And that would be
that's
monumental
a long time.
home
320 feet is what I meant. Yeah. Sorry, again, I'm not. Even though I've been at a baseball field the last 2 weeks, I'm still used to just talking in football terms. So I threw out yards.
He's not a baseball guy, but it's okay.
That's right. What is a yard to a foot? Like 3 feet to a yard, I believe. So at least I know tell you. Measurements to a degree, but that would be a massive home run, which has not happened yet so far. So fair to be. I've been given that crap, but it's fun. We'll see how much longer these guys will be doing. I do expect Strick to join me eventually, but
I would hope so.
We'll see. He might have so much fun down there. I don't know how long they're going to take this batting practice, but he looks eager to get back out there. Reminder too, the block party we do it every Friday. I think this one will be special again because we'll be out here at Haymarket Park. Tom Stevens and Mike Melby of the Sunday Rewind will join us at 5:00. We'll do shootout with Strick as well today. I'm happy to be on the block. It's been a few weeks for me as again I've been working out in TV at the College World Series. So thanks to Nate Brennan, who is celebrating his birthday yesterday. So still recovering, I should say, probably.
Yeah, his 24th birthday. Because
24th birthday.
I guess that's something that you're going to celebrate. I'm going to go run out and take a phone call, so I'm going to leave you for a second.
Don't leave me. All right, Rico's leaving me, which is fair enough. We've left Rico in the studio alone by himself. So, again, thanks and shout out to everybody who's kind of covered for me, both on the Ticket Water Cooler and on the block these last couple of weeks, allowed me to go out and do something fun. And thanks to DP and everybody at the station for allowing me to do that. But I'm glad to be back here with you. Of course, major news for today was just the fact, obviously, in politics, there's a lot going on. But in sports, we do have Bryce McGowan's being drafted, which is a big deal for Nebraska, something that we've waited for and wondering where it was going to quite be. Ended up being the 40th pick. Of course, that means in the expected to be a two-way player from the G League and into the NBA when needed. For what it's worth, his number, they already did the kind of the presentation. It looks like he's going to be sporting number 7 in the league for the Charlotte Hornets. So that will be quite exciting. Of course, there's plenty exciting about that. Michael Jordan probably being up there with the guys that wanted to select Bryce McGowan's for at that pick because they don't have a head coach. They still are looking for a head coach. So you kind of wonder how much did the owner play into it? You know, I'm sure the GM had quite a bit of discussion into it too, but you have to believe that, rubbing elbows with Michael Jordan out there, of course, the owner of the Charlotte Hornets, will be quite cool for Bryce McGowan's. Of course, a little bit disappointed that he didn't get picked in the first round, not just for him and the guaranteed contract and just kind of the place that puts you in as far as your status in a franchise. All that stuff plays into it. I don't know if being picked 40th really affects his status in the franchise, because he's 19 years old and he's got the athleticism to play in the league. So it's going to be fun to see how they use him. It's very early, so I don't want to get speculative or anything, but could be a trading piece down the line if you need to, throw in a prospect into a trade that would be enticing. So, all that stuff kind of plays into it. But for now, he's in Charlotte, and that will be exciting for him. For Nebraska, a little bit disappointing because they have still not had a first-round draft pick since the year of 1998 in Teron Lue, who, of course, has played his career and is now a coach and has already won an NBA title and all that. So we're very excited about what Teron Lue holds and what he can get the Clippers doing here coming up. If they've really had injuries play into what they've been able to do these last couple of years. Kawhi Leonard out this entire postseason, so they should have made it under regular rules. They would have made it in the NBA, but since they do these play-in games now, they went from the 6th seed, dropped the 6-7 game, the 7th seed, dropped the 7-8 game, and then lost the ultimate play-in game. So they went from a 7th seed to being out of the playoffs altogether. But for what it's worth, they're pretty good organization. Expected to be one of the teams that's going to be fighting for the championship next year, because if they're healthy, they've got one of the best duos and they've got a pretty good supporting cast. So we'll see what happens with Teron Lue all there. All that, a little bit of a tangent to go off of Teron Lue again. The last first-round draft pick for Nebraska, it had been since 1998 that Nebraska's had one. Now that Bryce, again, goes in the second round and the 40th pick there. For Nebraska, it is good news, though, that they've had a pick in 3 of the last 4 drafts, which is incredible considering that since 1998, they've only had 1 pick, and that was 1999 before then. So, and Vincent Hamilton was picked in the second round in 1999. It took all the way until 2019 for Nebraska to get a second-round pick. Now you've had 3 out of the last 4 years. And I've always kind of said this about Tim Miles, too, is he kind of elevated the program, from a place of not really having anybody flirt with being a draft pick to getting Summer League guys in, to getting G League guys in, whether it be Tran Petaway, Walter Pitchford had a minute in there. Obviously, Andrew White III might not count as a Nebraska guy because he went to Syracuse.
Still counts.
But, as for a guy that Tim Miles brought on campus, and Ty Webster had spent some time there. So they were able to kind of elevate that. And now I think Hoiberg's elevated it to the point where he's getting guys on campus that are draft picks. And, of course, Roby goes to Miles as well. So Miles did have that first, but it just hasn't translated to wins. And that's the frustrating part if you're a Nebraska basketball fan, because you wonder, it doesn't look like you have a second-round draft pick coming up for this next season, barring anything quite surprising and substantially an improvement from anybody. You're not going to have that type of talent, what you've had with Delano Banton and Bryce McGowan's in each of the last 2 years. Also makes you wonder if you would have been able to have either of those guys stay, right? If Delano Banton had stayed, perhaps you don't get Alonzo Verge, but you would have had Bryce and Banton on the same team. That would have been quite interesting. I don't know. I still think Alonzo Verge is probably a better college player than Delano Banton. Delano Banton, obviously a better pro player than Alonzo Verge, but when you look at their careers, I don't think there's much arguing. So I don't know if Nebraska missed out too much on that as far as chemistry, and they needed a true point guard and all that stuff. And there's still an argument about Verge. I know some fans thought he was, kind of a ball hog and stuff like that, despite leading the Big Ten in assists.
Yeah.
But it's it would have just been interesting to see those guys both on campus at once. But of course, that's been a problem. Miles and Sadler and now Hoiberg is getting anybody, enough of a chemistry and a group to stay. And so it's interesting because the Nebraska Athletic Department, I'm a season ticket holder, just sent out the email reminding us that renewals are up for July. And I think a lot of people are going to have decisions to make about how much they want to be a season ticket holder moving forward with just not that much energy in the program. They've added a few guys and out of the transfer portal, and they got a new defensive coach and stuff like that. But I've said it for a long time. They're going to have a lot more trouble getting that program kind of re-energized than the football team did with their fresh coat of paint and all the hires and additions they made.
Yeah. Going back to the whole Delano Banton and Alonzo Verge on the same team, I wonder if Alonzo would have came here if Delano was still here. But at the same time, if Alonzo did and he could have come off the bench, or if he would have, just had Delano move down a spot where you would have had, Alonzo, Delano, Trey, Bryce, and Derek Walker all on the court at the same time. I mean, on paper, you say all those names together as a starting lineup. That sounds fun. That sounds like a pretty solid team. I believe that Delano Banton would have allowed for, Bryce McGowan's to rest on defense. Whereas, the loss of Trey McGowan's wouldn't have hurt as much if you would have kept Delano Banton around. However, as you said, Alonzo Verge led the Big Ten in assists. You don't know if he would have been the starting point guard. You don't know if he would have even been here, if he would have had to come off the bench. But I as you said, probably Verge is a better collegiate player than Delano Banton. I think one more year might have done him some good, but you can see that, he got drafted in the second round and he was playing some pretty significant minutes for the Toronto Raptors, and he's featured in a lot of the things that they post, being the hometown kid. So he's doing just fine for himself up there. But Hoiberg and this basketball program, as you said, even with a new coat of paint, some new players, some new coaches, it's going to take a bit for the fan base to really rally behind them and kind of take the approach that a lot of Nebraska football fans have been taking, where it's, oh, well, you have new players and new coaches. That's it. It's turned around. You're going to have a winning season. With the basketball team, for some reason, it doesn't matter how many good players you put together, how many new coaches you get, people still believe, they haven't won a tournament game. They're still going to suck. Although it's kind of backwards for me. I think this basketball team this year is going to be pretty good. I'm excited for what this basketball team has coming up this season, especially with some of the new pieces that they've brought in.
I'll tell you what, though, the Big Ten's hard. I mean, it's going to be difficult to get going for this Nebraska basketball program. They don't, they're kind of without a star. It's hard to really pick who would be their leading scorer or anything like that. But I think that there could be some good in that. In that you don't come in thinking, that Bryce can elevate you tonight, or Delano, these are NBA players. So, maybe there's too much of a reliance offensively to get them going. It's going to be more of kind of feeling each other out and kind of figuring out your rank there as they go about things. As I think BP, by the way, with DP has moved over
to the bullpen. I think he's teaching them how to swing, and they might be throwing some pitches, but I'll be right back. We have another phone call.
Okay, another phone call. So he'll go and grab that. We've got, again, on the Starter Heyman video stream, you can see DP looking to take some swings in the bullpen. Looks like the Saltdogs guy have taken the field as they have a practice to get through today. Their game today, again, has been canceled against Winnipeg. They're having some travel issues. I shouldn't say canceled, I should say postponed. So tomorrow they'll do a doubleheader, both 7-inning games, I believe. So that will be fun. But just a reminder, if you're planning to go to the Saltdogs game tonight, that it will not be happening. But we still have BP with DP out here. I think Strick, I haven't seen Strick head to the bullpen. I know Brant Banks and Norton Noelle and DP all did head to the bullpen, where they're going to probably start taking their swings here. But we'll see if Strick is setting up to the booth. He's going to be set to join me at any time, as we are here on the block live from Haymarket Park, and just trying to give you a breakdown of kind of what's going on out here, as it is a fun event. We're going to do these a few times this summer, more BPs with DP to come. So maybe we can get a few listeners out here. If you win, the right contests and stuff that we're going to have coming up, you'll have a chance to be out here with us. So we're excited for that. Any news from the phone lines there?
No, the person hung up.
That person hung up.
I don't know who it was. They hung up by the time I got there. Very sad.
So you're drinking a little bit of the Husker basketball Kool-Aid. I just didn't think there was a little bit or too much of that
going
on.
There's some, and I'm drinking it.
You must be the Kool-Aid guy.
For basketball, yeah. I love the pieces. I love the Sam Griesel get. I love Ramel Lloyd Jr. I love Blaze Keita. I just think the new additions that they've brought in, and then add on top of it the what they were able to bring back. I know that they lost some key pieces. Bryce McGowan's, Trey McGowan's, Lat Mayen, and that's not really a key piece, but you lost some veteran leadership there. You had a couple transfers out, but I like what they brought in, and I like what's stayed so far. So I think they're going to be better. I can't say for sure, but I will be a proponent of the Husker Nebraska ball Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't think that usually happens, of course, because for football, we drink plenty of Kool-Aid because there's nothing else really going on during the summer. And of course, we all know football's number one around here. And, there's just a lot more history to it, as I can look upon Memorial Stadium here from my spot in Haymarket Park. And so basketball seems like it's just, it starts in the middle of football season. Mm-hmm. So kind of gets overlooked here for a little bit until you get into Big Ten play. So I think that as well takes away from a little bit of the Kool-Aid that goes there. I just don't think that there's a whole lot there, especially with the brand new look once again for Fred Hoiberg now going into year 4. And it seems like every year is a brand new look. So, I've liked the pieces that they've added before, and it hasn't turned into anything spectacular so far. And, that's kind of the story of Fred Hoiberg's tenure here at Nebraska. Hopefully he can get it turned around. And between that or the football program, give us something to cheer about. As we've stated before, Nebraska, if you're a Nebraska fan, if you like the big three, Husker football, basketball, baseball, the combined winning percentage there did worse than any other Power 5 team this past year. So it can't get worse. It can only get better.
Well,
you would believe. Well. The win percentage can get worse, but you can't get worse as far as the rankings.
It better not get worse.
Yes. It better not, or we will have plenty to talk about new coaches.
That is 100% true. I do not want to cover a coaching search in both basketball and football at the same time. That would be a nightmare.
That's a lot for Trev Alberts to do too, as well, and just a short, few months span. So hopefully we don't see that. We got plenty more to talk about again here in about half an hour. We have the block party. We have Tom Stevens and Mike Melby of Sunday Rewind join us. We've got Shootout with Strick. If Strick wakes his way up to the booth, otherwise
we'll find out.
Maybe later. I see Strick now walking down there on the field. I think he wants another chance to take some swings. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was happy, but he did hit one 330 yards?
Feet. Come on.
No, 330 yards is way too long. That's three
football
fields basically. Yeah. So he didn't do that. 330 feet about is what he had. But we'll take a quick break here on the block. We'll be back with more sports coverage from Haymarket Park on 93.7 The Ticket.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese Beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
My computer was a dinosaur, and our TV, well, let's just say it was definitely time for an upgrade. But finding a way wasn't so simple. And then I found it, a research study at Solarion. I searched the studies and found a perfect match for me. I earned cash for the study and was able to make those much-needed upgrades. Plus, I made an impact on medical research. Find a study and sign up today at helpresearch.com.
You should consider the risks of the research before you agree to participate.
In the driver's seat with a simplified buying process, at-home test drives, hassle-free delivery, and service pickup and return. Check out all our new vehicle specials now during the Ram Make the Switch event at Baxter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Hello, everybody. I'm Charlie Stone, and joining me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how are you?
I'm doing great, Charlie.
Andy, I know you have hundreds of new Hondas on the way, but let's talk about your pre-owned inventory.
You know, everyone in Lincoln and surrounding areas know we sell new and pre-owned Hondas, but a lot of people I talk to don't realize that we sell all makes and models.
All makes of imports and domestics, right?
Yes. In addition to Hondas, we sell Toyotas, Nissans, Volkswagens, Kias, domestic vehicles, and we have more than 125 to choose from right now, with fresh trade-ins arriving daily.
Andy, I hear about many people choosing certified pre-owned.
They are, Charlie. It's like buying a new car with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a special low-rate financing. Best of all, the customer can take immediate delivery.
Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Guys, let me tell you about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. I did their 10-week challenge and I lost 36 pounds. I got stronger, I got fitter, I got healthier. Their proven method combines kickboxing, strength training, nutrition, and personalized coaching to set you up for success. The only thing you need to be asking is, why didn't I do this 10 weeks ago? The next challenge begins on July 9th, and you can join for half off by mentioning the ticket. Head to fxblincoln.com to learn more and join the 10-week challenge with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping for 50% off.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I got in a crash. I'm okay. I was wearing my seatbelt.
People count on you to buckle up.
Click it or a ticket. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Bagels and Joe is in full summer mode. They'll add cold foam to the top of any iced coffee. Plus, they now have a Joe Coffee Club. Get unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per month. And don't forget their delicious breakfast burritos and sandwiches. Bagels and Joe, 4 Lincoln locations.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action. Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to On the Block with Strick and Bock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back here on the block on 93.7 The Ticket, live from Haymarket Park today as BP with DP is wrapping up, but it has been a fun day out here. Now the Lincoln Saltdogs are out here practicing. As again, a quick reminder, as we'll keep reminding you, as long as we bring up the Saltdogs, there is no Saltdogs baseball game tonight as previously scheduled. They'll, in fact, have a doubleheader tomorrow to make up for some travel issues with the opponent tonight. So that's what is going on here at Haymarket Park. Still a beautiful day. I still think this is one of the best, got to be one of the best ballparks in college baseball. Just because that you get of the Nebraska, obviously the Nebraska Memorial Stadium that they play in over there, and then downtown Lincoln. I just love it here. And then from where we're sitting too is we're sitting where the broadcaster of the Lincoln Saltdogs usually sits. So kind of the best seats in the house, right over behind center plate, up a little bit, but that's definitely where we'll take it up there.
You're getting the view of everything. It must be beautiful up there. Make sure you take a picture and let everybody know what you're doing. I know the official 93.7 The Ticket account on Twitter had a picture up there, but I need like the view. That one had a view of the field. I need the view of the outfield, everything that's out there.
All right, yeah, I'll take a picture. I think I took one that I put on Twitter, but it'll be good. I see Strick down there too. I think he's. I think they're pointing to me right now. I think he's getting directions on how to come up here.
Okay.
I think Strick might be here for shootout with Strick as we get going here. I'm hopefully still wearing his Saltdogs uniform that he's got on. So we'll see how that turns out. Also, once again, the block party going to join us here around 5 o'clock. I did want to mention this as long as we're talking Nebraska basketball, because of course Bryce McGounce was picked in the 40th pick in the second round there in the NBA. Actually drafted. Who was he drafted by? He was traded by the Hornets.
He was drafted by Minnesota.
Drafted by Minnesota, traded to the Hornets.
Yes.
So that's where he will be. But I did want to mention this too. Johnny Trueblood. I got some update on Johnny Trueblood's career. Of course, one of the best names in college basketball history.
My guy.
About an hour ago was they sent out a tweet there. Hawaii basketball did that. Johnny Trueblood now their director of player development out there in Hawaii. So very cool career progression. Kind of update there for Johnny Trueblood. One of the best names in Nebraska basketball history, if nothing else. Also, kind of gave a spark. Remember they got that Big Ten tournament win under 10 miles.
Johnny Trueblood was the dude.
Yeah, that was awesome. But after that, at that point, the season had been all but given up on, but they still had one win left in them, and Johnny Trueblood helped to kind of lead that spark. I did want to bring this up too because I've been gone for a while, so I can bring it up. There's still plenty to talk about. With Arch Manning committing to Texas, really lets you know that Texas is, it makes you question the NIL stuff, right? Maybe Nick Saban might bring up Texas next time he starts talking about the NIL.
Maybe.
Arch Manning
definitely will.
Yeah, Arch Manning is the quintessential. You couldn't draw it up any better for an NIL prospect, right? Related to the Mannings, obviously Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, are his uncles. Arch Manning is Archie Manning, I should say, his grandpa, obviously his namesake, and also happens to be the top quarterback prospect in the 2023 class. A lot of people are kind of wondering what this means for Quinn Ewers. Or if Arch Manning is not long for Texas too long, might go on the Quinn Ewers path. And I know a lot of people are speculating about it. You just got to kind of let it play out, though. I mean, I don't know. You can decide which one you like better, I suppose. But Quinn Ewers, you have to remember, was the Arch Manning of the class a few years ago.
Yep.
So for Texas, it's kind of just the rich get richer in that category. And NIL certainly has helped them. And NIL, I believe, partially kind of built Nebraska's football team this year. These are both teams, along with the Miamis and the Tennessees of the world that we talked in the past, a lot of traditional powers seeming to have good off seasons, and also correlating with the year the NIL has really broken out. So maybe there's a correlation there.
Maybe.
But in any case,
who knows?
Do you think that Texas is back? I mean, that's always the joke. Is Texas back? And we'll have to see, them get some wins on the field, obviously. But as you project here in the next couple of days here, Strick's looking to get in the building here.
Is he trying to get him in there?
Yeah, I think they're going to get him in. Otherwise, I'll just hand him the set out over the window.
Here you go. Just take this.
But do you have enough belief in Steve Sarkisian? Because I see, honestly, and I don't want to group this in, but obviously things haven't gone well with Scott Frost. You don't get to choose the timing of when NIL strikes.
Mm-hmm.
But I see NIL as a possibility to save both Scott Frost and Steve Sarkisian. Steve Sarkisian, obviously, in his first year there at Texas last year, things didn't go right. So it'd be way too early to give up on him. Don't get me wrong, but I was never too impressed with that hire as far as where Texas stands to begin with.
No.
So we'll see. I'm fascinated if this could prolong some of these careers.
I mean, it's I don't really know how even getting Arch Manning is going to help Steve Sarkisian, because I mean, I say this a lot. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't think Steve Sarkisian is a very good coach. So even getting Arch Manning, he could be, one of those once in a generational talents at quarterback. But if you don't have a good coach to assist you in that, it really could amount to nothing. So even with Arch Manning, even with Quinn Ewers, which you're going to lose one of those, and if I was a betting man, I would say it would be Quinn Ewers. I don't understand how Steve Sarkisian is really going to keep his job. Look at Stricky in the Saltdogs uni. Look at him looking good. With him there, I think I'm gonna sign off because I got a lot of stuff to get done. So I might leave you two to your devices.
All right, that is fair enough. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get things going again. All right, can we do a shootout with Strick?
I have questions.
Yes.
So we can, if you want to keep going with Strick for like 5 minutes and then head to a break, or if you want to head to a break now and then hit shootout with Strick right out of that, I'm good with that.
Can we hear Strick? Strick, say something here.
Talk to me. He needs to raise his or turn his on. It didn't seem like he was.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, now try it again here. Strick, can you hear him? Can we hear him?
A little bit. I can hear that mic. He's messing with that one. I can hear that one.
Oh, he's got the wrong mic. Is this the right mic? Here we go.
This is the winner right here.
There it is.
There we go.
There he is.
I'm Husker and Saltdog all at the same
time.
Look
at you. You look
NS
good.
crew.
You look good. I had to bet that you were going to hit the ball the farthest. Did I win?
Oh, I don't know, man.
When you and Brent Banks hit some
Brent
pretty
Banks
far.
did hit a couple that was deep. I hit one to the warning track, though.
Okay, did Brent hit one of the warning track?
I think so.
Pretty
nah,
close.
I'm going to go with you. You win.
From what I've seen, you guys were pretty close on it. I kept saying 330 yards, which is way longer than what you hit it. But 330 feet about, I think, is where you guys probably maxed out there. But did you have some fun down there?
I gave you all I had.
Yeah.
That was all the torque I had in the body. But it was absolutely fun. Got a chance to shag some balls, catch a few, talk to some of these young men that are aspiring to be MLB players or to even move up in the system or whatever they're trying to do. But some of them can hit that thing. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But I snagged a couple, though. It was fun, man.
I definitely noticed your second time up was a little better than the first.
A lot better than the first.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say a lot, but yeah.
Because what it does is, man, it's really just relaxing the hands. Because initially you're trying to overswing, over grip, and then you just really got to relax and let the bat kind of do the work and just kind of torque and let it release into the zone. So I got a little bit better in letting it release.
When's the last time that you did take BP? I mean, this is the first time you picked in a bat
in the 90s.
In the 90s, is that right?
That was the first time I picked up a bat since the 90s.
Oh my goodness! Oh wow!
Well, you look good.
So I think I did pretty good, to not having swung a bat or even been in a batting cage since the 90s.
Why is it that? Is that you haven't just not interested in going to the cages?
Well, it's just that you get to playing basketball becomes the craft.
Oh yeah.
So when that's the case, it's just total focus on that. I love the craft even of football. I still love baseball. I mean, obviously, I was still able to make through some distance. It's still kind of there, but when you work on the craft, you still know some things in football, hand placements, how to create separations. You still remember all of that stuff. There's techniques that improve and you get better on. But when you're just working at the craft of what you're a professional at, you pretty much stay in your lane.
Just zero in on that. That makes a lot of sense. We were just wrapping up talking about Arch Manning and his commitment to Texas.
I want to dig in on that. Do we need to take a break before we get in that? I need some of that. I've been waiting to get on that one.
Yeah, we'll take a break, and then we'll get to shoot out with Strick, and then we'll hit on that.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. We're live out at Haymarket Park. It's been BP with DP, so it's been a lot of fun down here. We'll take a quick break here on the block and come back with Shootout with Strick. So give us a call, 402-464-5685. Our type of game, only one contestant. So the first person to call in, 402-464-5685, will have a chance to beat Strick and take home $15 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. That's coming up next here on the block on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cottle. Gretna forward Allison Marshall has been chosen as the Gatorade Player of the Year for Nebraska in girls soccer. It makes the third straight year that a Gretna player won the girls award for State Player of the Year. Sarah Weber earned the nod in the previous 2 seasons. At the Nike Track and Field Outdoor Nationals in Eugene, Oregon last weekend, Jalen Lloyd of Omaha Westside was the only competitor to jump over 25 feet in the long jump and over 50 feet in the triple jump. Lloyd won the Nebraska All-State Championship in the long and triple jump in May. For Thursday's results of the senior division of Legion Baseball, Dickinson, North Dakota defeated Carpentland 9-6. Hickman Post defeated Strike Zone 14-4, and Topeka defeated Bellevue Post 8-5. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at friedmanlaw.com today.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dudes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Hey, sports fans. Rico here with HIS Auto Care 70th and Van Dorn. Carfax recently awarded us as a top-rated auto service center for 2020, and Lincoln Choice Awards voted us as the 2021 top independent auto repair center. Call us at 402-488-8934 for superior service bumper to bumper. Mention this ad and get 7% off. Doesn't get any better than that. Rico for his Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
Come see Lincoln's best lineup on and off the diamond all season long. The best seat in town, the best block party, the best outdoor bar, your best night ever. Join the Saltdogs for Nebraska Medical Association and Lancaster County Medical Society Triple Play Tuesdays, Fairbury Brand Winter Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Fireworks Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, and Sunday Family Fun Days brought to you by Casey's. Hit a home run with your next trip to Haymarket Park. Buy tickets at saltdogs.com.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank. A relationship you can count on.
We'll see a chance of showers and thunderstorms this morning, then becoming partly cloudy with an afternoon high of 88. South-southeast winds could gust over 20. Tonight, another chance of thunderstorms will move through the region with a low of 72. And tomorrow, decreasing cloud cover, windy. North winds could gust over 25 with a high of 84. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's time to play Shootout with Strick. Call now, 464-5685, to take your shot against Eric Strickland. Shootout with Strick. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Time to play the game!
It's time to play Shootout with Strick here on 93.7 The Ticket. We need you to call in 402-464-5685. The first to do so will have a chance at $15 to Buffalo Wings and Rings if you can beat Strick in a shootout. Strick's already had his batting practice, so he's quite a bit warmed up, but this is just a game show of trivia knowledge. So I don't know exactly what the topic is. We got Rico back in the studio getting the questions together, but give us a call, 402-464-5685, and we can get Shootout with Strick underway. Your chance again to win $15 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. I did have a quick update. Steve Clifford is the answer that we've all been waiting for. Steve Clifford returning as the Hornets head coach. So now Bryce McGowan's, the day after being drafted, now has a head coach. Kind of very strange there. What did you think? First of all, I know we'll get into it a little bit more, but of a franchise drafting without a head coach.
I think that's kind of weird, but you got to just step in and take what you got.
Yeah.
But I need to say this first before we do Shootout with Strick. If you listen to On the Block, E. Strick has been trying to tell my partner Bock
that's right
where it was going to land. Nobody wants to listen to E. Strick when I put something out there into the wind. Now, I will say I will take my L. I did not think Paolo Banchero was going to go first. I didn't think that would happen. And there's reasons why, because to me, he reminds me of Aaron Gordon. That's all I'm going to say. I thought they would have went a little bit more dynamic. Didn't work out.
Who you went with?
They're going. I thought it was going to be Jabari.
Okay, yeah.
I thought
that was what a lot of people were thinking going into that.
Yeah, it surprised me.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised too there. For what it's worth, they've done well with their first overall picks in the past. Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. So those were pretty good picks.
Anthony Hardaway too.
Yeah.
Don't forget Penny.
Was he first pick overall?
Little Penny.
Yeah.
He wasn't first pick, but he was in that top
that
tier,
era.
top three. But
yeah.
Don't forget Little Penny though.
Yeah, I like Little Penny.
I like Little Penny.
That and I hope that Paulo doesn't blow up and get traded to the Lakers because that happened to the last two previous first.
Isn't that
Orlando
like crazy?
Kind of weird how that works.
I'm still trying to understand how Orlando and Miami are not destination cities for teams to get free agencies. I still don't understand it. I don't know if I'll ever understand it. How is not Dallas? How is not? I can understand San Antonio.
Right? Yeah, that makes sense.
But how is not Dallas? How is not some of these why is it always LA? Even Phoenix is not necessarily the place. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's crazy. People want to go to Brooklyn or want to go to New York or they want to go to Chicago and they want to go. I'm like, well,
the Kardashians aren't dating anybody besides Lakers. I think that might be.
That might be it.
That might be really what's going on there. Although I think I failed to keep up with them, but I think Kylie Jenner and Devin Booker are no longer dating. So obviously,
she gave him the axe.
Yeah, everybody.
Now just watch his mental. We hope that the Lamar Odom situations and the Chris what's the
Chris Humphries?
Chris Humphries.
Yeah.
We hoping it don't go for a downturn. Normally when you leave a Kardashian, it don't bode well for you coming out of that one.
Kanye's still trying to work.
Through that.
We probably don't have a caller yet, so give us a call 402-464-5685. Your chance to win $15 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. You just have to beat Strick in a shootout. It's just a game show with trivia questions, so it's not that hard. And your chance to win easy money. We're giving away money. We're giving away chicken here. Who doesn't want to call in? 402-464-5685. Rico, just let us know if we've got somebody that calls in.
Well, I play for the people, so regardless, I'll just play for the win.
Yeah, I mean,
forfeit for the people.
It could be a forfeit. We don't want you guys to forfeit out there. You at least got to give Strick a chance here.
I mean, technically, Bock doesn't know what the questions are either, so it could be both of you going against each other.
For the people.
All right. Yeah, let's just go against each other.
Oh, hold on. We got somebody on the phone.
Oh, we got somebody on the phone. Yeah,
if it's LER, I'm letting him go against Bock today. Because I'm tired of him running his mouth.
Have people started to talk trash to you now?
LER is the only one. Yeah. He's like Strick, you're trash. You're remember the guy that called?
Oh yeah.
He called again.
Oh man.
And listen, he uses the Google. He is he's a trickster.
Oh, you think he cheats?
Yes, I think he uses the Google.
Don't
give him the answers up front. Don't tell him where we're looking because he's on the Google machine.
All right, we have Kent on the line right now.
Okay, perfectly.
Kent, turn down your radio, please.
Got her.
Kent, how do you feel? Kent and Strick, how do you guys feel about quarterback recruiting classes and the top quarterbacks through the years?
I don't feel sure, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Probably not too good.
All right, we're going to have Strick go first. So in 3, 2, 1. Strick, in 2002, who was the top quarterback, Vince Young or Marcus Vick?
Vince Young.
That is correct. In 2009, who was the top quarterback, A.J. McCarron or Matt Barkley?
Barkley.
That is correct. In 2006, who was the top quarterback, Matthew Stafford or Tim Tebow?
Tim Tebow.
That is incorrect. It was Matthew Stafford. Dorial Green Beckham was the #1 prospect in 2012. Where did he sign?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Denver.
5,
that, my friend, is
2, 1.
Incorrect. He signed with Missouri.
Oh, you're talking about college.
We're talking college this whole time.
Well, you know what, man? I'm thinking free agency signing, man. I knew he was at Missouri. You know what? We're gonna have a conversation when I get back to the studio.
Sorry about it. That's two points out of that whole thing. I
got 3 points.
Yeah, did you get 3?
You got 3? No, you got Vince and Barkley right. You got Stafford wrong. You said Tebow.
But then there's one more question.
I think today there's not as many.
Oh, I was missing a question. That's on me.
Yeah, so you got 2 points, but it's a shortened game.
It's a shortened game.
Okay.
Don't worry, he has the same amount of questions. It's okay.
Yeah. When I get back, the first thing I'm going to do to you, Rico, is finish him.
Kent, how are you feeling? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Kent, in 2008, who was the top quarterback, Andrew Luck or Terrell Pryor?
Luck.
Incorrect. It was Terrell Pryor. In 2005, who was the top quarterback, Mark Sanchez or Colt McCoy?
McCoy.
Incorrect. It was Mark Sanchez. In 2011, who was the top quarterback, Braxton Miller or Jeff Driscoll?
Driscoll.
That is correct. And Robert Kemdici was the #1 prospect in 2013. Where did he sign to go to college?
What was his name?
Robert Kemdici.
Pittsburgh. I don't know.
No, Ole Miss. No.
Robert Kimdichie signed to go to Ole Miss in a shocking turn of events. The number one prospect went to Ole Miss. I'm sorry, Kent, but that means Strick comes out with the win. But if you hang up right now, the third caller will get $15 to Buffalo Wings and Rings.
If you can see us, huh? Give me what?
You what?
What you say?
Oh, hold on. Where's hold on.
I said, give me a hell yeah.
Boom shakalaka.
There we go. Yeah.
There you go. All right, I'm going to go answer these phones really quick, so you guys just talk.
All right, fair enough. Deserved win there for you. Shortened questions today. So that's
Finish him. No, listen, man, that was tough. I thought I was going to be able to do better, but he tripped me.
He did. You were thinking about
I was
pros
thinking
there.
NBA. I mean, not NBA, NFL. I was thinking NFL, but okay, you got me.
It's good to hear Steve Austin there too. We went to that WWE event, WWE Raw.
We
a couple
got to
nights
see
ago.
that.
That was cool. Yeah,
Hey,
Austin wasn't there.
Bock, listen. Here's where you inspired me. I'm in there. I'm being the home teamer, the homer.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's cheering for this guy. I'm like, woo, woo, woo. I'm cheering for the guy also. And here comes Bock. Doing the opposite of what everybody in the freaking whole stands are doing, and he's loud about it. So guess what? I can't leave my partner out. It is on the block with Strick and Bock, so there's no way I'm not going to join in.
That's
and
right.
We're rooting for the evil guys.
We cheered for the heels there a few times. The crowd was giving us some weird looks, but you know
They were
what?
looking at us funny.
Sometimes
That's why I
you gotta
snuck
make
out
your own
before
path.
you. If you were gonna get the bottle over the head, you were gonna get it by yourself.
Hey, Strick, I would like to apologize for the shortened questions. I'm trying to do this while during the breaks.
No. It's all good. I'm just like teasing you really because you.
But oh well, you got somebody behind you guys. Careful with that. But do you want to know what the tiebreaker question was?
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Michigan, University of Michigan signed the number one prospect in the country in 2016. That was Rashawn Gary. Where did the Wolverines finish in the recruiting rankings in 2016?
2016 Michigan Wolverines. They were number 8.
That is correct.
He Strick knows his stuff, boy. I tell you, you don't play with me. It's my show on the block. This is where we get it right.
It is on the block, and we're ready for the block party. And we've got a lot of guys in here ready for the block party. As Sunday morning pancakes are in here, Brant Banks and Norton Newelly are in. DP's back there, the normal guys from Sunday Rewind. So it'll be a big block party coming up next year on the block at 93.7 The Ticket.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dudes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I got in a crash. I'm okay. I was wearing my seatbelt.
People count on you to buckle up.
Click it or a ticket. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Guys, let me tell you about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. I did their 10-week challenge, and I lost 36 pounds. I got stronger, I got fitter, I got healthier. Their proven method combines kickboxing, strength training, nutrition, and personalized coaching to set you up for success. The only thing you need to be asking is, why didn't I do this 10 weeks ago? The next challenge begins on July 9th, and you can join for half off by mentioning the ticket. Head to fxblincoln.com to learn more and join the 10-week challenge with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping for 50% off.
My son Aiden has asthma. Secondhand smoke has triggered his asthma so badly, he ended up in the emergency room and spent multiple nights in intensive care. Now he's on a whole bunch of medications. My tip to you is, don't be shy about telling people not to smoke around your kids.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's the weekend. Do you know where your kids are? The dangers of alcohol, marijuana, and other controlled substances are bad enough. They become even worse when teens get behind the wheel or catch a ride with an impaired driver. Parents, it's time to start what could be a life-saving conversation with your kids about the dangers of underage drinking and drug use. Learn more at coalitionrx.org. Paid for by federal grant dollars through Nebraska DHHS and Region 6 Behavioral Healthcare. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
The Saltdogs are back with the best lineup for a night out in Lincoln, including Fireworks Fridays. Every weekend homestand at Haymarket Park begins with baseball and post-game fireworks set to your favorite music. Baseball, a big light show, and the best view in town. There's no better place to be on a summer night in Lincoln. Lead off your weekend the right way with Fireworks Fridays. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Uncle Tim, some friends and I are getting together this weekend. Can you buy us some alcohol?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come on, it'll be low-key. My friends always say you're cooler than other adults.
Oh, well, all right. But don't let your mother find out and don't get caught. Hello, officer. What can I help you with?
Are you the uncle of Samantha?
Yes. Is she okay?
You're under arrest for procuring alcohol from minors. One of the minors drove drunk and killed the mother of 2 last night in a crash. You're looking at up to 3 years in jail and a $10,000 fine.
Don't make the same mistake he did. We need you to be the responsible adult. Underage drinking, adult consequences. There's no free ride if you provide.
Learn more at projectextramile.org.
Sponsored by Region 6, Nebraska DHHS, and SAMHSA. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Get a lot of advice about self-care these days, but one of the most important self-care steps we can take is making sure we're financially secure later in life. For small steps you can take to save for retirement, visit WeSaySaveIt.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
This is On the Block with Strick and Bock. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
93.7 The Ticket veteran and Ortega connoisseur, Jake Bakoven.
I like Ortega and I like pepper.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This is On the Block with Strick and Bock. Hold up.
It is time for the block party here on the block on 93.7 The Ticket. We've got the guys in here from the Sunday Morning Pancake Show.
Yes,
you guys
sir.
call it the Sunday Morning Pancake Show? I just did.
I mean, that works. That works. It is the Sunday morning pancake show.
There's no other one.
There is no other.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even at Original Pancake House or not
Nope,
even at
nope,
Waffle House.
nope.
You are
The
the
Sunday.
original.
The
Yes.
Sunday morning pancakes.
Yes.
That would have been a sick man.
Of course, that is Brant Banks and Norton Newelly, of course, of the Husker
We need
offensive
to
line as
we need
well.
to NIL them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here he can. He can. Yeah.
Nori can't do it.
Nori's got to go.
Hey, when I'm in Germany, we can. When I'm in Germany, we can do
Are you
everything.
going to do something?
Trying to.
Trying to get over
Yeah, we're trying to. We'll see
You
how
go
it
back
goes.
to Germany for the summer at all? Or?
I'm going back July 15th to the 25th. So for 10 days. I'm
So
gonna
have
be
you
back.
ever been on the Autobahn?
Oh yeah. It's
and
nice. No
open
speed
it
limit.
up?
No
Just
speed
open
limit.
it
I'll
up?
go. Yep.
Shoot, I'd love to go on the Autobahn.
We have my stepdad drives a Jaguar.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like so nice. Like, it's a 2.5 hour trip from where I live back to where I used to live, and I make it an hour and a half.
Wow.
Oh wow.
It's nice.
How's
It's nice.
the beer?
Way better than here.
Oh,
You guys.
No, don't get him started. He loves
It's-
the Autobahn, and our beer here sucks. Still drinks it.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, listen.
Still drinks it.
You have to try Kevin Meyer's Cork and Bottles Screwy beers. He's got he's got all these different types of lagers that you as a person can appreciate when you know good beer.
Yeah.
Kevin Meyer, good plug for you, baby. You know how we love you on Thursday, baby. We love you, Kevin Meyer.
We extended into Friday. Of course, you guys were out here for batting practice.
We tried.
We'll kind of ask you, how'd that go? You tried.
We tried.
We were out there hitting nukes. Nuri actually made
Actually
contact.
hit balls.
Nori
I hit
actually
some
hit it.
balls.
He told us he didn't think he'd
No,
even touch the ball.
last time we
No,
tried,
it's
I didn't. I hit the tee more than the ball. So this time I actually hit balls, and they kind of went far too. I mean, if it would have been a softball field, I would have hit it out of it.
Nope.
I mean, honestly,
Nope.
that was a couple.
Nope.
That was a couple. If it was a softball field, it would have went out.
It went out of the end zone. That does not mean it's going out on the softball. Like on a
I mean, I
Pee-wee
don't know what that
field,
means.
That's a bomb.
Is that what we played on?
If we were that's the even smaller one. Like if you're 7 years old, maybe 6. That's a
Yeah, those are my people. I got you, boys. Those are my people.
Dominate that league.
Fit right in that league.
Yeah.
Brant, you gave Strick a run for his money on longest ball hit.
That was the most fun I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
You were rocking them too.
Yeah.
You were knocking them back.
But listen, I played professionally and you didn't. So that's a kudos to you, how you stepped into but what I loved about it is
Marlon's hit me up, baby.
Like most people don't know how to hit opposite field. They don't know how to allow the ball to travel, and
let it get
he
in
was
there.
getting it inside out and taking it wasn't just no pop-ups. It was nice little balls into the gaps. It was
I was
really
trying
good.
to. I was like when I was trying to pull him to that side, and then I was trying to hit it opposite on the 325 because I mean the middle of the field's 400. I wasn't even close over there. I started to get a little closer towards the sides, but that I feel like it's gonna go out, and then it just doesn't. It just dies.
Like it jumps off of their bats. You saw the way they were hitting them.
Oh,
You could tell. It's gone.
No. When I grabbed what was that bat called? The Thunder Boy.
The Wonder Boy.
The Wonder Boy. No,
Wonder
that bat
Boy.
is corked. That bat is corked.
Yes, I mean
you need some
I hit that one time. My very first hit felt way farther. It was good 30 feet farther than any of the other ones I hit.
Yeah, and what it really is. It's a technique to it, man. Hitting if we had aluminum bats, we would have taken a couple out of there. But it's a technique to it, man. Where you hit it on the wooden bat,
easily.
Where how you get through the zone, how you whip that hand through the zone. It's very reminiscent of golf. I mean, people think that golf is just muscle up and boom, how hard you swing. It's not about that. It's really just about how quick you get through the zone.
They convinced me that Putter was a driver.
Yeah, we're at the
Did they really?
Oh, yeah.
You took a drive?
I believed it. I hit it. And you know what's crazy? We were at the driving range. There's like professionals around us, and I asked this guy, and they're behind me like,
yeah.
and he's like, oh yeah, this is driver, and starts laughing, and I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what is this?
I'll show you the video on the break.
It's horrible.
He was over there trying to smack the tar out of the ball, like trying to take the cover off of it. Went nowhere. He's like, what am I doing wrong? Like,
I was.
Speaking German.
Yeah, once he gets angry, then the German accent.
Angry German. The angry German. The angry German comes out.
And
So
go ahead.
So on you guys' show, tell us kind of what to, this is a different show, obviously. What would they expect from you guys on your show? Just, happy-go-lucky, talk about everything.
I got it.
Yeah. What do they expect?
We try to, whenever somebody asks us, we explain it as, this is a football show. This is what we do. Forget everything we say, because what we do is just roast each other. And he's better at it than I am, and that's just a true fact.
Beautiful.
For me, it's like it takes a little bit to get warm, heat up, exactly. Because I'm not as fast, I'm not as witty as him, but I got mine. I got my comebacks every now and then.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, it basically is.
So we go 2 hours, and it's not what you think. Like, you think you're going to get on there. You got two current football players. We're going to be straight football. And we
do have
DP brings us back. He's like, so ask something about football, and then we'll somehow get sidetracked talking about Germany or something.
Always.
Talking
It
about
always
food
is.
or
we're like two ADHD kids, just trying to think of anything we can, and then it just kind of
and DP's
balls
so,
out of
So how's spring ball? And we're like, dude, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a place in town that reminds you of home? That you guys have been here, just something that kind of
Whataburgers.
Nothing.
Here,
nah, I'm from Houston. There's not much.
See, I'm Texas, Dallas, so Whataburger for me is nothing like that.
Yeah. The Jamaican style jerk chicken that we had the other day, that was pretty good.
Germany?
No, Tunisia. That was pretty nice.
Sense.
It was Stirfest.
Okay.
Have you ever been there?
I haven't been there yet.
Great place.
It's pretty
Great
good.
place. Tastes pretty good.
Okay.
Toast Street, yeah, it's pretty good, and it's not that expensive either. I mean, what was it, 75-cent wings on Thursdays? 75?
Yeah, 75.
They're good. They're good.
Their wings go
but
hard.
it's like that kind of reminded me a little bit of back home. But
wing deals are never bad. I did want to ask you this, Nori. You went to the WWE show, right?
Yeah, I did.
So did you pick up any trash talking tips from those guys? Those guys are professionals at it.
Wait, we got to take a picture real quick.
All right.
There we go. Okay. Well, you don't want tips from the WWE. I mean, you don't want that. That's not how that goes. Because whatever they do is honestly, it is corny and edgy sometimes. But I'm a fan because I've my stepdad and I've been growing up on it, and I've Undertaker, Ric Flair, John Cena, Randy Orton, all these people that are idols in a sense, because I've watched them since I've been growing up and tried to wrestle other kids like that. And you remember the wrestling chips? Those they're kind of like poker chips, or they had the wrestling guys on it. We would do that in middle school. We'd play with them and trade and stuff. And he has no clue about anything of wrestling.
Dude, okay, I'm from Texas, and there are some WWE fans. And don't get me wrong, when I played that video game, it's fun.
Oh yeah.
But never mind. He didn't really convince me to go because
he wanted to.
I wanted to.
Did you go too?
Yeah.
All of our roommates went, and Nuri was in there trying. Oh my God, this guy, he is so good, explaining their whole backstory.
He always does the accent. I hate it.
He does it all the time. I don't hear it. I'm I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's no accent.
So he's explaining it. He's getting so hyped, and then we're all playing on our phone. I'm not a fan, dude. I don't be.
See, that's what I'm saying. If you're
do it for you.
When they're there going,
to be fair though,
hitting their hand, I'm like, bro, just punch him in the mouth.
To be fair though, it was just a Monday Night Raw, so there's a difference. Yeah, I feel
you were so hyped.
No, I was because I'm a fan. I'm a fan, but for you, like a pay-per-view event, Money in the Bank, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. Those are matches that are fun, and when you watch them on TV, it's the commentating does do a lot of it. It does do a lot of it.
How about just seeing a guy the size of Omos?
Omos was massive.
That dude was
7'4", 403 pounds.
That was the cool part. That dude was a giant.
He was destroying Riddler.
They were rooting against Omos.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Bock were like, Omos, Omos.
I wanted him to murder him. He was so.
I mean, he threw Riddler around that ring. That's insane. Yeah. Well, okay, come on now. That Riddler, really, bro, KO. That's ridiculous.
RK bro.
RK bro. That's ridiculous.
RK, bro.
That's ridiculous. Like he's destroying the name of Randy Orton.
Were you guys helping out with the Go Big Red chants that broke out?
No,
we were about to, and then we heard "Go Bigger," and we're like, "Nah, that's good."
They were always like
the
the Go Big Red chants were always like kind of like in between whenever somebody was doing something, but like they were never long enough for us to be able to do all three.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like it's always like Go Big Red, and then somebody's like half the stadium
Some
does it.
Guys like, "Go Big Red."
Yeah, and then the next thing happens.
Yeah, somebody
like,
else starts talking
yeah,
on the mic.
it like never worked.
It was kind of funny because the guys that were sitting behind me they got frustrated by it. They're like, Lincoln's more than just a college town. We need to hear more of that. And I'm like,
The Miz show was funny. The Miz show was funny.
The Miz, when he came out, was like, "I got big balls."
That was hilarious.
My balls aren't small. Like, that was funny, but I was kind of expecting UFC. You know, I went into it expecting the wrong thing. I was waiting to see some blood and knockouts. So.
I mean, every now and then you get it. You do get that, but
get injured. But it was fun either way. And then hopefully, guys, you had fun here at batting practice as well. What's going on right now in the summer for you guys? Is practice is not till August? What do you guys do during the summer?
Practice doesn't start up till fall camp in August. So right now we're just training every day, lifting,
running,
smashing
eating
weights around.
So there's a question. So like, what does your lineman coach like? What Raiola, right?
Yeah.
What is Coach Raiola like? What's his approach now? Because is he taking you back and showing you the history and domination of the line and inspiring you, or is he just really just teaching you and training you technically, or is he just like what is the end goal for you guys and for this?
Well, we have like obviously I'm not gonna say
Obviously,
for us we have like 3 goals. I'm not gonna say what they are, but like those are our goals and we follow them like strictly.
Yeah.
And there's something we follow.
Yeah.
And he does like kind of go back onto like how Nebraska was like a powerhouse back in the day, and then the Bears and Olin Kreutz and it's like one of his like
a lot of Olin
his idol basically. Like that's who he learned from.
Yeah.
And
grew up with him.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so like just like he goes based off of his like former experiences and like what he says like what he did wrong, so we don't do those things wrong and like exactly. And so and then he does go back to like how Nebraska was, the powerhouse of everything, because his brother played here, so he knew of Nebraska as like this powerhouse.
He played at Wisconsin.
Exactly. It's like same thing though, but Wisconsin is pretty exactly. So like he knows what it takes, and then like he coached at Notre Dame, so he knows what it takes to be like a great offensive line, and that's what he incorporates with us.
He definitely does get technical with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
People saw like in the spring game, our run game's completely different, and we're coming off the ball and smashing people.
That's what I was.
And that's what like Big Ten football is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you go to SEC, you score 70 points a game. You're in the Big Ten. You're like
line up and
it's like
13-7.
Yeah, grinding it out.
Boring game.
700 yards, 13-7.
Yeah. Oh, those are my games. I like that. That big boy football.
Yeah.
Yeah, every point matters.
I trust you. We'd much rather run the ball than throw it.
Oh yeah.
Then again, not our choice.
Yep.
Right.
If we could coach, we'd lose every game.
Yep.
It's pretty factual.
How interesting is it, or I guess have you guys been coached on not saying it? Because it's kind of like that's part of what Nebraska has going for it coming into the season is we don't know what the offense is going to look like. So how much are you guys individually told, okay, don't tell them what this is going to look like?
I mean, we're not.
We're not told. We all just know.
Yeah, you come to Nebraska, and it's like if you're in any school, you can't go out and like in media or anything and talk about what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you do like when you first get here, you kind of get like a small media training. It's like they just like tell you like these things you can't talk about. Obviously, don't talk about injuries, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then like it just kind of comes in like a unspoken rule, like don't talk about what our playbook, what we're doing. Like you can like lead up to it, like technique wise. You can sometimes say some things because it's like you see them, they're not really. But like some of the plays and stuff like that, you can't really talk about, obviously. But,
that's not what you want to do.
I just know sometimes you're led into it, not by us. Obviously, we're great.
No, that's true. There's so many people
but there are
that
some
are like
media people that lead you around the
path.
path.
100%.
We know. There'll be some media people that will ask certain questions where you're like, just ignore them. And you're like,
the worst is after the games. Like when they ask you questions after the games, there's like 3 people that ask you basically the same question with different words. Yeah. And you're like I just said, da 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 da, and the next person's like
Same
thing, and you go like I just said, da 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 da. And like every time they like it kind of becomes repetitive. And like eventually you can't get mad really because that's what they're like trying to get out of you.
Yeah.
But like you just sit there and kind of take it and live with it basically.
Yeah, they're trying to get that headline. Nuri Nawili throws the media stand post Michigan.
Hopefully we don't see those headlines this year.
Yeah, hopefully not.
We're just glad that you guys are a part of the, you know, the 93.7, the ticket crew.
dude,
you know, that
still.
you guys have an opportunity to share in your platform and to enjoy this
fun
process.
times.
And it's something fun to do. You guys get together.
We get to do this here.
We
Like
do a lot
I mean,
of cool stuff that we definitely weren't doing before this.
I mean, I've never been like huge into baseball, but like this is insane. Like I don't think I would ever be able to do something like this without this. Like it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool of you guys to join us here on the block for the block party today as well. I know you got some plans to get going to and have some fun tonight. Maybe we'll see.
Fun.
Some adult milk.
You got a great view. Got a great view of your home environment over there.
Yeah,
right
Memorial
across the way.
Stadium.
Yeah.
As beautiful as she is.
Beautiful. A little bit from workout.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, there's always that going on too. Mixed feelings, but certainly when you leave, you'll have nothing but fond memories.
Oh yeah,
we
100%.
love her.
Yeah,
we love her. We love her.
We'll take a quick break here on the block. When we come back, I think Mike Melby and Tom, I know Mike Melby's here. At least Tom Stevens might be here as well. We'll continue the block party with the guys from the Sunday Rewind coming up next year on the block.
See.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that, options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
The Saltdogs are back with the best lineup for a night out in Lincoln, including Fireworks Fridays. Every weekend homestand at Haymarket Park begins with baseball and post-game fireworks set to your favorite music. Baseball, a big light show, and the best view in town. There's no better place to be on a summer night in Lincoln. Lead off your weekend the right way with Fireworks Fridays. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans, it's a story that rings true. We learn to endure the heat in silence. We apply what we learn to life, the bills, the job, the family, things we're expected to handle with ease. When life heats up around us, we just try to stay afloat. We let the water boil. Reaching out isn't easy, but you've never been interested in easy. You joined because you were not afraid of hard work. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait until the water boils. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Take your next step and join us for a Discovery Day at Southeast Community College in Beatrice, Lincoln, or Milford. You'll get more information on the nearly 60 career and technical programs we offer, what financial aid is available, take a campus tour, and see our new buildings, and talk with actual students and faculty. We'll even buy you lunch. It's time to start thinking about what's next. For more information and to register, go to southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We'll see a chance of showers and thunderstorms this morning, then becoming partly cloudy with an afternoon high of 88. South-southeast winds could gust over 20. Tonight, another chance of thunderstorms will move through the region with a low of 72. And tomorrow, decreasing cloud cover, windy. North winds could gust over 25 with a high of 84. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Work, laundry, dishes. I was exhausted. I needed a vacation, but finding a way to pay for it, not so easy. Then I found it, a research study at Solarion. I searched the studies and found a perfect match for me. It was so easy. I earned cash for the study and booked that vacation. Plus, I made an impact on medical research.
Find a study and sign up today at healthresearch.com.
You should consider the risks of the research before you agree to participate.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Gus brought up an interesting topic during Song of the Day about 2000s dad rock. We were trying to just find some bands because he said Three Doors Down reminds him of like dad rock from the 2000s. Okay, Pork Chop says Papa Roach. That's dad rock. Yeah. And that's good.
Yeah,
That's
divorced dad rock.
Yeah. Bucket Cherry, also divorced dad rock.
That's divorced dad rock went to a younger model.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? By their clothes, their age, the way they speak? Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his first job,
not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? Or a 14-year-old girl who signs up to every after-school activity, not to make friends, but just to get something to eat? Or a retiree who fell ill and had to choose
between getting medicine or groceries.
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew were hungry. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Spring is here. Are you giving your yard the best chance at being healthy and green? Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn to get your sprinklers ready to go for the season if they haven't been working properly. They're also scheduling installs for new sprinkler systems if you don't have one. So make sure you contact them early to get a bid as soon as possible. Plus, they're your one place to go for 5-step fertilizer and pesticide application and lawn aeration. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is the equal opportunity employer.
Hey, sports fans, Rico here with HIS Auto Care 70th and Van Dorn. Carfax recently awarded us as a top-rated auto service center for 2020, and Lincoln Choice Awards voted us as the 2021 top independent auto repair center. Call us at 402-488-8934 for superior service bumper to bumper. Mention this ad and get 7% off. Doesn't get any better than that. Rico for his Auto Care 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Back to On the Block with Strick and Bock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back on the block party here on the block. We had of course the guys from Sunday Morning Pancakes in here, members of the Husker football offensive line, Brant Banks and Norton Newelly for the first part of the block party. But now our normal party has arrived. Tom Stevens and Mike Melby of the Sunday Rewind. Is it called the? I keep throwing the in front of everything. I think it's because Ohio State.
It changes like every week. I think it's now Husker Rewind.
Yeah,
right?
Sunday Husker Rewind. Something like
okay.
that. So yeah.
On Sunday, but Husker Rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Husker Rewind.
Because
Husker
Rewind.
It's a lot of Husker stuff I think that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And we just found out the Broncos are on like at 3:00 many Sundays. So it might even be a little bit later than 6:00 when we come on the air. But DP just told us, if you need to cut off their post game, cut off the post game.
Yeah. Because we are. Who cares?
We're a bigger deal than the Broncos for crying out loud.
Well, and you guys can cover, what Randy Gregory and
that's right.
Whoever else is
Randy.
out there. Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson's there. Yeah. They got a cool.
They actually are somewhat interesting this year.
Yeah,
the Broncos could be actually pretty good.
Yeah. Well, lots to talk about, and I'm sure you guys will hit to this later. But of course, the big story of the day is Bryce McGowan's getting drafted. Strick is able to kind of brush his shoulder off a little bit. He's been telling us for a while, I don't think that guy's a first rounder, maybe early second round. That's what happened.
I didn't think he was 40th. I guess the scouts were saying he's got a top 30 pick or top 20 pick.
I've seen as high as 21 in mock drafts.
Do you think it's a steal, or that's where he should have gone, Strick?
Listen, okay. So he's not Jason Tatum.
No,
so don't let me say that. He plays very similar in his style, in the way that he plays, in his approach of attacking the glass and stuff like that. A lot of Euro steps, but he plays very upright. And in a pro game of 82 games, you can tell the difference between Jason Tatum, because when he gets tired, he plays so upright that when you get tired, you're not able to make the same moves, plays, elevate. You take the contact and you don't elevate because you're used to being upright. Right. So a lot of times your jumper falls short. So that's why you saw his percentages start to go down as the physicality of the game. That's what Bryce is going to experience at that next level. He plays very upright. That's why I was saying I think he should stay one more year, learn to lower his center of gravity, his base, be able to play lower with more strength, get through contact as opposed to taking contact and, try and get this consistent. Yeah. You can't shoot 29% from the three and then expect that next level is just going to happen for you. And then another thing that I noticed, that I didn't notice, but I didn't see in his combine, but this is what I can expect just based on my observation of the year of his body of work, is combine drill work is not just get into smooth rhythms and just be able to, it is boom, 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 boom. It is consistent running. Yeah. And if you're an upright player, you're not going to be able to handle yourself in the combines.
Well, you mentioned Jason Tatum. That's an interesting comparison to me. Jason Tatum had to learn to be more of a willing passer. He was always a pretty good shooter, but he's become a more willing passer. When Bryce did more of that in the second half of the season, became more of a willing passer and also penetration. I mean, I think once he gets to the hoop, he's really pretty good. But you're right; he's got a long ways to go to shoot the three. I don't know that I trust that aspect of his game, and I don't know right now that he's a completely willing passer. Yeah, but you have to be at that.
And level. And especially in the second round, you're not going to be able to show up on a professional team if you cannot humble yourself and understand that you're not that guy, and you try to come in and be. Let me give you a good example. Yeah. Joe Forte, you remember Joe Forte?
Sure.
From North?
Yeah.
That was his mentality coming into an NBA team, thinking that he was going to be that guy as a late first rounder. And you've got Kenny Anderson, you've got me, you've got other guys you got to get through. Young fella, you're going to have to take some time.
Let me ask you this: Does Bryce McGowens play 20 games in the NBA this year, or is he in the G League?
I think he's in the G.
Yeah.
I think he's in the G. And listen, I think he's in the G like Gary Payton II, but I don't know if he has Gary Payton II dog and persistence and grind to continue on. I think he ends up maybe overseas unless opportunity presents itself. Injury, somebody goes down, he's going to be a two-way player. All right, so I think he's going to have a two-way contract where he does G League. He'll probably get up for some games, probably won't play, but if injuries happen in that team, I just think that team is, just look at that. He's in Charlotte, right?
Yep.
You look at that Charlotte team right now. They're very young, they're very athletic, they've got a lot of pieces that look like Bryce. I just don't know if he breaks through.
Let me ask all you guys, because Nebraska's now had 3 guys drafted in the second round in the last 3 years. It did 20 years before Isaiah Roby was drafted. Roby, and then Delano Banton last summer, and now you've got Bryce McGowens. Who of those 3 has the best NBA career?
Right now, Roby is.
Yeah.
I think Roby. I think because Roby understands his role. Yeah. He understands where he thrives. Like to me, Roby's very much similar to Mikey Moore.
Right.
You understand?
I was literally just going to say, Roby.
Talk to me, Mike.
I was going to say he is going to be a 12-year NBA veteran when he retires. He's going to be just like Mikey Moore. You're not going to know that he's on a team unless he's on a team that is the Lakers or one that's going to the finals or in the playoffs, in the conference finals, etc. if he gets there, you'll know who he is. But otherwise, he's going to have a 12-year NBA career. He's going to make a boatload of money, and he's going to be a guy that is great in the locker room, and he is the guy that knows his role. He's going to come in, and he's going to give you 8 to 12 minutes a game. You're going to get exactly what you expect every single night.
Yep.
See, I'm really interested to see where it goes, because in OKC is basically the land of experiments, right? And that's where he was. And that's where he got a lot of minutes. And then this last year, they cut him off a little bit. He didn't have as big of a role. And again, when you're coming from the land of experiments, and so that's not necessarily, because where do you go from there in the league where, there's other teams that are, bidding for real playoff spots and stuff like that. I'm interested to see if he makes it 12 years. I think
he'll find a place, because they're always looking for those Josh. Is it Josh Powell? Dallas?
Dwight Powell.
Dwight Powell.
Yeah.
They're always looking for a Dwight Powell type guy.
And Roby is kind of like
he's like that. Yeah. So every team is looking for a guy like that. You know what I mean? Some of those guys that are coming in, they don't fit that mold because they just don't have that grit and that grime. Yeah. But guys like them are going to work their tail off. Exactly what Mike said. You know what they're going to give you, and they're going to be consistent in that. You may take a chance on a younger player. But at the end of the day, you just don't know if you're going to get the roller coaster.
He doesn't have to score to make a difference. Exactly. It feels like Bryce has to score to feel comfortable in the gym. Like if he's not scoring, sometimes he checks out just a little at this point. Yeah. And maybe, you get that stuff corrected in the G League. Delano Banton, we always called kind of a poor man's Ben Simmons type of guy. He struggles because, similar to Bryce, he struggles to shoot. All three of those guys, that's kind of the similarity. None of them are great shooters.
You want to know what's crazy? The crazy thing is I think Trey McGowan has a better chance than all of them.
Why do you say that?
Just because of the
defense.
Because of the fact of the way that he plays. He's very capable of knocking shots down. He gets in the gym with an NBA coach and works on that. He can be fine. He knows how to slow down. He's good in transition. He's very athletic. He's Gary Payton II.
Like you said, that's the thing. He's got the dog.
He's got that. He's got that. And I think he has it. Go ahead, Mike.
Does he remind you of you?
Facts.
Yeah.
Because
I just shoot a little bit better than he does.
First time I watched him,
right now
on the defensive side, I'm like, that's Strick.
Yeah.
That literally is Eric Strickland.
Yeah, I would say that. That's why he reminds me.
He doesn't have to score to make a difference in the game. And that was, you could score, obviously, and a better shooter, as you said, than either, I think, of the McGowans and any of those guys that have been drafted over the last 3 years.
But like you said before, when Roby got drafted, it had been since Vincent Hamilton, a 20-year drought of second-round draft picks. I know we're still waiting for the first.
And Vincent didn't play what?
No, Vincent
at all.
Didn't play, really. Yeah. No.
He was. But see, Vincent just didn't have that dog. Vincent had all the tools. If Vincent just had a little bit of like, what's the gangster ball player, left-handed, my mind's drawing a blank, over at Memphis some time ago. Just left-handed.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Text line, help me.
For the Grizzlies?
402-464-5685. Yeah, left-handed, always wore the headband, dark-skinned. He was in Memphis. I can't remember. Vincent, if he had his type of mentality, I think he stays in the league. Zach Randolph.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
Zach Randolph.
He's got too much of that in mentality. He was part of the Jailblazers.
If Vincent Hamilton had that type of just that hardness about him, he stays in the league, no doubt.
Would you guys say that Bryce McGowan's at this point? I think long term you hope to be a 3-and-D guy, but he's not 3-and-D at all right now. Is that kind of the problem?
That's the problem.
Yeah, because that's just
because it goes back to what Stevens said. I'm gonna let Stevens, expand on his point, but that goes back to what Stevens just said, is that if he doesn't score, you don't know what you're going to get out of him. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, you can't take over games in the NBA. You at Nebraska, he had to take over games at times. But if somebody else was hot, he didn't always have the feel that somebody else might be hot. Again, I mean,
he's not Powell. I mean, he's not my guy from Golden State. Poole.
Yeah,
he's not Jordan Poole.
No, I mean he's but if he wants to get to the league, he's got to figure that out. He's got to become. Strick said a two-way player, but he's got to become a two-way player. And I don't see his defense like his brother. If he has defense like his brother does, that kind of dog in him, then he can stay in the
I
league.
agree.
He's got a chance. I mean, if you could take those two players and meld them together, you'd have a legitimate top 15 type player.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I'm with Stevens. That's the way I felt about it. And I said, listen, if I would have been in this seat right now and I had the opportunity to just go down to Hawks and have some conversations, I would have tried my best to say, listen, young fella, I don't care what your agents are telling you.
Yeah.
I don't care what any of your people in your neighborhoods are telling you. Young fella, stay one more year. Get good NIL, stay one more year, and here's the areas you need to work on your game. I would have had that conversation.
I mean, what Roby get? Like $20 million, though? I mean, Roby signed as a second-round pick.
Yeah, one of the best
really, I
contracts ever for a
don't
second
see him getting that kind of a deal. Do you?
No.
I think what's interesting is I think that he's obviously a baby, and that's going to help him. Is that he's got a long way to go. He's got NBA athleticism. I think that he might be traded from Charlotte before he plays for Charlotte, because he's going to be kind of one of those intriguing prospects, either a year now or 2 years down the line, where you say, yeah, that guy's always had NBA athleticism. Maybe he can develop somewhere where you need him. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's going to hurt Nebraska fans to watch him this year, because he is going to not get the NBA dream that he wanted, I think, and could have stayed another year and then potentially been a lottery type pick if he did improve in the right
Agreed.
areas.
Honest about it, though, Roby is definitely the beneficiary of an Oklahoma City team that is on the rebuild.
Yeah.
So timing means everything in the NBA.
Sure.
It is an important element of the success of where you feel. For example, me, I was the beneficiary of the Mavericks having new ownership, Don Nelson taking over the team. I'm in the CBA. They need players because they're making the biggest trade at that point of all time, an 8-player trade. I then come, they have nobody and no choice, because I know the system. I'm familiar with the system. I just came off 40 in Grand Rapids. So they bring me back. I have 3 games, which I had 14 in Vancouver, 25 against Mitch Richmond, held him to 21, then go down to LA. I don't come off the court. It's timing too. Now it's the beneficiary of situation, timing, and making sure you take advantage of that opportunity when it presents itself.
Well, and that's the key thing, is take advantage of the opportunity. And the one thing that it's my own mentality and a little bit from the years with the hockey team, but if a player doesn't have bar fight in him, he doesn't really have a chance to be as good as he's ever going to be. If you're hanging out with your buddies and it gets a little testy at the club, and you're the guy that's going to go sit at the bar and watch, I'm not sure you're going to be an all-star. I'm not sure you're going to ever be a Hall of Famer. I'm not sure you're a guy I want on my team. You don't have to get in and lead the fight, but you got to have some bar fight in you. And I just that's Prey has dump truck loads of, and I'm not sure Bryce has. Can he develop it? I don't know. That's a mentality.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's something that comes with it.
And you're right, but fight is the appropriate word, because you're fighting for minutes. I mean, he's not going to be in his first 3 years of the NBA a top 7 player on that roster, a top 5 player on a roster. So you're trying to get 8th, 9th guy, maybe 10th guy minutes at some point,
which is 5 to 10 minutes.
That means showing up and doing something that your team needs, and the ability to look at the floor and say, oh, they need rebounding, or they need scoring, they need defense, whatever it is. And you had that ability. That's what kept you in the league. As a coach could put you into the game and say, he's my shutdown guy. Man, nobody's shutting that guy down. Mitch Richmond, go get him. That type of thing. And so that's how you earn minutes in the NBA, and a little bit of it's luck. I mean, you got to find a roster where the minutes are available, like an OKC, like Dallas would do. But I don't know that he's in that situation.
I don't think Charlotte is the place for that. But I think you're right, Bock. I think somebody is going to look at the potential of it, but where's that at? I don't know. Maybe the Lakers?
It'll be a fun ride to see with him. I think he's going to definitely get a look. Like we said, he's a baby, and he's got NBA athleticism, so that'll be a fun ride. We'll take a quick break here on the Block Party. We'll be right back to finish things up on the block here on a Friday from Haymarket Park.
The new 18-hole course is now open at Adventure Golf Center. You knew them before for their 36 holes, and now experience a brand new style of miniature golf with par 3s, 4s, and 5s. It's a new concept to the Midwest with holes longer than before and unique hazards throughout the course. And it's fun for golfers of all ages and skill levels. Plus, there's a bar on the course that serves alcohol. Try the new 18-hole course today at Adventure Golf Center at 56th and Old Cheney.
Spring is here. Are you giving your yard the best chance at being healthy and green? Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn to get your sprinklers ready to go for the season if they haven't been working properly. They're also scheduling installs for new sprinkler systems if you don't have one. So make sure you contact them early to get a bid as soon as possible. Plus, they're your one place to go for 5-step fertilizer and pesticide application and lawn aeration. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is under new management, but has the same great service as before. If your current garage door seems outdated or isn't working properly, call their new number at 402-480-2840 to schedule service or get a new door ordered. Steve's can repair most types of garage doors and can always point you in the right direction to get the job done. Give Steve's Garage Doors and Services a call today at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
We'll see a chance of showers and thunderstorms this morning, then becoming partly cloudy with an afternoon high of 88. South-southeast winds could gust over 20. Tonight, another chance of thunderstorms will move through the region with a low of 72. And tomorrow, decreasing cloud cover, windy. North winds could gust over 25 with a high of 84. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
From selling a home to even building one, you're doing a lot and need a lender who can help you do it. Like Lisa Workman of Security First Bank.
Mortgage lending is my true passion. As the director of mortgage lending, I work to ensure you receive exceptional customer service.
Mortgage lending from Security First Bank. We're the bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 505011 and 616196.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Gus brought up an interesting topic during Song of the Day about 2000s dad rock. We're trying to find some bands because he said Three Doors Down reminds him of like dad rock from 2000s. Okay, Pork Chop says Papa Roach. That's dad rock. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's divorced dad rock.
Yeah. Buck Cherry, also divorced dad rock.
That's divorced dad rock with went to a younger model.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Back to On the Block with Strick and Bock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is the block party here on the block on 93.7 The Ticket. We've got the guys from formerly Sunday Rewind. I think it's a change in name.
Husker Rewind.
Husker Rewind.
Husker Rewind.
Here on with us, and it will be, I don't want to say every Friday, but it's the summer, so people are moving here and there. But we'll try to get one of you on here most Fridays. How about that?
That'll be good.
There
That'll
for
be
the
good.
block party. And we do have some news too. New Husker football commit from a legacy kid, Maverick Noonan, 6'4", 225 edge rusher from Elkhorn South. Just a few minutes ago, announced his commitment to Nebraska. Just recently, I think, got an offer out there from Iowa, Arizona State, Iowa State, Kansas. Plenty of offers from around the Midwest and a little bit outside of it. But maybe most importantly, a legacy kid. You'd hate to see a legacy kid go and do well somewhere else. And for Nebraska, too, another in-state kid, which is kind of changing the narrative of late, which is, that Frost was having trouble recruiting some of the Omaha era. Maybe that's still a problem, but as far as the outside of the Omaha area, they've really rocked it.
They got Bob Sledge kid. They got Maverick Noonan, Danny Noonan's son. Danny was a great NFL player, played for the Cowboys, your team, for a number of years, and a weight room warrior. So you're thinking that's probably what the edge is, what you're getting from a Maverick Noonan, an outside linebacker. I like you guys, though. You want a guy that wants to be here, and you always think the legacy kids do. Maybe that's just an assumption by me that, but it's, when you grow up with that, it kind of becomes a part of you that, hey, my dad was a Husker and he had a lot of success, and I'd like to do that as well. So I think it's important to get those guys.
I think it's very important to get them. On top of that, I think it's important for us as a Husker team on both sides, on all sides.
Yeah.
If you're going to get a legacy kid, you got to put a good product on the field, on the court. I think you just really, and it doesn't even have to be that you have to, be as dominant as you was back then, but you got to put a good product out there, something where they can envision themselves, filling in, fitting in, and getting in where they feel that they can contribute and build on it. But we got to put a product out there, and I'm hoping that this year we turn a lot of heads and make some noise to where a lot of these legacy kids and a lot of these young men begin to look at what Nebraska is and could be.
I mean, you say win, and I agree that Nebraska's got to win, but there is the cynical part of me that says, well, just throw a bunch of money at them, and just go get O'Shawn Mathis and pay him $500,000 or whatever you paid him, and you can get
Texas
something.
A&M him. Just go for the top. Just.
Yeah,
8, 10, 5 stars.
Well,
pay them all.
You came to Nebraska because Danny Nee was winning, or you came because you were a legacy. You weren't a legacy kid. You were an Omaha kid, though.
But I was watching the product, and the product to me looked good, and it fit my style. It looked the way it looked. They were in the top 10 actually that year before I decided to commit. And so it was them winning. It was the style. It was then a good internal group of men. I was Dylan Raiola and me and Badge and the crew. We was all talking. Let's go down there and be that. Let's be the next. Let's do something special at Nebraska. So it was a little bit of combination of all that.
Yeah.
Now you say cynical and let's just buy them all in Texas. How has that worked out at Pinnacle Bank Arena for Fred Hoiberg? He didn't buy them, but we had top flight, supposedly recruits. They were all
none of them
mercenaries, though. No, I'm just saying, though, that we had talent. We just didn't have a team. No. We had tons of individual talent. No. We had no team talent.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I would rather have a kid that's going to run through a brick wall and is going to punch a brick wall when we lose because he's so pissed versus a kid that's got 10 times the talent. Maybe not 10 times, but you get my point. Yeah. I want someone that, first of all, more important than anything, they hate losing more than they love winning. To me, that says a lot. And having somebody that's got that attitude and that and especially from a legacy kid, the burning desire, he knows what his dad went through and the success he had and what it was like. I'm sure his dad's told him. And if I'm a son and my dad played there, I want to experience that same thing and I want to be better.
And he's not a legacy kid, but Garrett Nelson. Give me 10 more Garrett Nelsons.
Oh, yeah.
The guys that obviously are a little bit crazy, but they obviously care.
Yeah, you want that. You want to be. You want a little bit crazy out there on the football field. We were out here at the baseball field here. BP with DP, our first version of that. I think it was a great success. Strick probably had the longest drive. Brant Banks probably gave him a run for his money. We thank the guys from Sunday Morning Pancakes for joining us out today, as well as DP for setting it all up. And thanks to you guys from Husker Rewind on Sunday at 6.
Yeah, 6 o'clock unless the Broncos run, go to 6 overtime.
All right. Well, very cool. We will be back with On the Block coming up next week. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for 93.7 The Ticket. We'll let you go.
See you.